But how much Bumrah's absence was a factor in India's victory? Could it have been a little more closer had Bumrah been fit to go?
I mean, yeah, going off the rest of the series, you'd say so. Every time he bowled, he seemed to have an impact and took some key wickets. So, no doubt that helped our chase a little bit. It's been really rewarding. I think over the last few years, how you bowl to the opposition tail and how we as a tail bat can really have decided a lot of test matches. So we put a big emphasis on that coming in. We wanted some really clear plans when we were batting, but also when we were bowling. And fortunately, I think just about all of us who got a chance in the tail at different parts made it tough for the opposition and stuck and did an important partnership when needed.
Rohit didn't turn up. He said that he's opting out of the game. A lot of damage you've inflicted to the opposition dressing room. So what is your group's assessment of what's happening there? And were you surprised that Rohit didn't walk out for the toss?
I think you're always surprised, when the captain kind of doesn't play. And same with Ashwin retiring. But honestly, it doesn't really affect us at all. You just turn up and you see who's going to be on the team sheet, and you play whoever 11 they put out there. So honestly, it's been very little conversation in our change room about what's going on there.
Congratulations. You can see and really, what a family unit this is. What does it mean to be able to share a win like this with your family and the whole squad to it? I guess further to that as well, what your Sri Lanka tour was like, or if you're able to go across?
Yeah, it's such a special time of the year. It starts with Melbourne, Christmas Day, and having all the families there on the MCG and being there for the Boxing Day test, and then we all come up to Sydney as a group. So I think it feels like, I don't know, there's so many kids running around at the moment. It's chaos, but it's great fun around the hotel. All the partners, get on really well, and they have a lot of fun together as well. So, they do sacrifice a lot. We travel in a busy year, can be close to 300 days on the road. So the family's very much part of what we do and sacrifice a lot. So sharing moments like today with them makes it extra special. In terms of Sri Lanka, we'll wait and see. Becky's hanging on at the moment, so we'll play it by ear. But I think, most likely I might struggle to get over there.
After Sri Lanka got the World Test Championship final as well, how significant is it for you, having the chance to defend the base and taking on South Africa in June along?
It's huge for us. We talk about the World Test Championship a lot. It's the trophy we're really proud to hold, so we want to go back and defend it. I think it's a great tournament in that you've got to play well consistently and across all different conditions against different teams. And it's great to be there again, and can't wait to get over there.
You talk about his sports football, but this test was himself.
Oh, he's just so good, Scotty. I love him. He's, whenever he comes in, you just know he's a seasoned pro. He's been doing it for years for Victoria, and he's well and truly, good enough in Test cricket. He proves it time and time again. As a captain, he's a dream because he just loves bowling. He bowls uphill into the wind a lot of the time as well, so his figures are probably better than what they show. But he's just, what you're going to get from Scotty, and it's class every day, and so happy for him to take 10-5. Yeah, of course. When you kind of build the package together, it's you think if they're in the best kind of six batters, but also they can contribute a little bit with the ball. Both amazing kind of gully second, third slip fielders as well. Absolutely. So just because he's an all-rounder doesn't mean that we can't have two of them. It's very different to any other SCG pitch I've seen. Had a lot of bounce and obviously a lot of grass and seed movement. I think, it was, I probably prefer that to a flat, slow one that fizzled out to a draw, but it was definitely spicy. So, I think it's the same for both teams. I really like that the roundsmen try to put a lot of life into it. At times it's probably doing a lot, but I think I'd much prefer Test cricket to be like that rather than fizzle out to boring draws. Nothing different really in terms of getting up for it. You just rest up and you know it's going to be hard work. But you know you're going to be fine. To be honest, probably a bit sorer than I thought it was going to be in that day one or two. And Mitch is a bit the same. I was feeling all right until I had to bowl and put the bowling shoes on. Again, I had a really good lead into the summer, so I actually felt like a bit sorer than normal, but just tired. Nothing to be worried about. So one last push and it's fine.
For you, when there's a WTC final, of course, So as a captain, you want them. What's your motivation going to be going forward? And you see yourself as a responsibility to have some kind of a succession at some point. And how does it feel to have a thought in the first half? So this, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I just absolutely love what I do. So, that's probably the biggest driver in wanting to play Test cricket and work with this team and, support staff. And I absolutely love everything about it. It's so much fun. So, if I can keep doing it for a little while, even better. I think, sorry, what was the second part of that? Succession. Yeah, you always talk about it. Absolutely. We've got obviously 2 vice captains in the team. We've had 3 debutants this series. You're always balancing between kind of the here and now, but also you've got a bit of an eye to the future. So they're conversations that we always have. I don't think there's any point in doing things just for the sake of it. So, those can play out over the next few years, but of course we're always thinking about that. And then, it's great having Albs and Becky, they're gone now, but it's, again, being able to bring them on tour and, once this test match finishes, go back to just being a full-time dad and husband, even a better job than being a test captain. Love it, so feel very lucky.
Did not ask about Albie's passion being better than yours. Just again on captaincy, 5 test match series, you've done a few of these now. The series scoreline says 3-1, but it's probably closer than that. Like, so how much did you grow as a captain in the last 8 or 9 years?
I don't know about the last 8 or 9 weeks. I think, you definitely draw experience from past Ashes series or big series. I think, probably one of the most important things is managing your resources throughout a 5 test match series. So that's managing your bowlers' workload, but also your energy, making sure you're not kind of riding the waves too much and have a really strong process and try to stick to that for the 5 test matches. I think, over the course of series, you get to look at their opposition, so maybe plans change a little bit. You get a bit of a feel of the kind of the tempo, and you try and maybe tweak that. I'd say they're probably the things I think about most over the course of 5 match series.
I did a lot of talk about him summary if you can. What do you make of him today? Like, does it just show his value or what is the team, the way that the whole that chase together when falling around him? So how much longer can you see? Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, I felt very comfortable when he was out there batting. He looked so assured. I think, Aussies, we said it with Nathan McSweeney as well. It's literally doesn't get any harder than opening batting on these pitches against, a quality bowling attack. It's the hardest job in cricket. And I thought he looked really good at times. Sometimes he got some really good balls. I think, he looks like he's batting as well as, any other time. So probably overall didn't get the runs he would have liked, but you get innings like today where he just shows his maturity and experience is so valuable. So who knows? I know he always says age is just a number. So took some good catches in the field as well, still moving all right. So no end date from our end. See, as long as he's still scoring some runs.